Hello and welcome to the Torah Outreach Program, Erev Shabbos Burst of Inspiration. Today's Burst of Inspiration is sponsored by Rabbi Jay Lyons and the South Florida Jewish Cemetery in honor of the alliance between South Florida Jewish Cemetery and the Torah Outreach Program in fighting cremation and encouraging proper Jewish burial and respect for those who have passed away. This week's Parsha, Parshas Ki Sisa, we have more talk, more discussion about the Mishkan, building the Mishkan, and then towards the end of it, we again speak about Shabbos. And this time, we call it an os, a sign between us and God. Why does it belong here? Because even building the Mishkan, which is the temporary Beis HaMikdash that traveled with the Jewish people, that was a big erector set, came in, could be completely taken apart and put together, and even building the Beis HaMikdash itself does not push off the mitzvah of keeping Shabbos. Does not push off the mitzvah of keeping Shabbos. So when people are involved in this incredible mitzvah of building the temple, building the conduit between us and God, the home for God's divine presence, so to speak, the way that we connect, even that is not pushed off for Shabbos. Why not? Torah tells us why not. Because Shabbos is Dios. Shabbos is the sign of our relationship with our Creator. If you don't have that sign, if you don't have that connection, there's no place for the Beis HaMikdash. There's no place for God's house. This is why we're told one thing that will bring Mashiach immediately is if the Jewish people keep Shabbos. Even once. Even once. We're also told that if you keep Shabbos according to Allah, in other words, without doing anything wrong, you are forgiven for all your previous sins. Why? It's a huge reward. Because what is Shabbos? Shabbos is a recognition and a testimony that I believe everything is a product of the Creator. What we call nature is a product of the Creator. If I really believe that, so then I understand that anything I do wrong is against nature itself. It's against the whole plan of how the world was put together. Therefore, when I keep Shabbos and I'm testifying, I am keeping Shabbos because God created the world and everything in it and every particle and part of it. What better repentance, what better tshuva is there than that? And I am completely forgiven. This is our os. This is our sign between us and God. More important than the temple itself, than the Beis HaMikdash, than the Mishkan. Another thing Shabbos is called, and it's the only mitzvah that's called this. It's called the matana. It's a gift. Matana means gift. We don't call the mitzvah putting on tefillin a matana, a gift. We call the Beis HaMikdash. We call learning Torah a gift, but the Beis HaMikdash, but Shabbos. Shabbos is the gift. Why is it a gift? Because it didn't really belong to us at first. Shabbos came after 6 days of creation. God created Shabbos. There was no Jewish people yet. Centuries later, there were Jewish people, but not yet. So whose day was it? God's. And when he gave us Shabbos, he's saying, I'm giving you something that's mine. I want you to enjoy it, appreciate it, and I want it to be that sign. Being that you are taking my day, that is a sign of the relationship that we have. Without that sign, nothing else works. This is who we are. The opportunity to show our connection to our Creator is Shabbos, the greatest day of the year that comes out every single week. Good Shabbos.